Hello and welcome to NSK's PB Power Hour, brought to you by NewSchoolCotton.com for September 10th, 2016. My name is Yoshi, and as always, I'm joined by Charlie Draco Cowden.
Yo.
You're a little sick.
Uh, yeah, I'm getting there.
Hopefully you don't get any worse. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And we got Day. He's back. Day Lee.
Ah,
What up?
throwing stuff.
Doing stuff. All right.
I'm here finally.
Finally. You're a busy fella, so you are tuning into the best time to be an Idol fan, I think. It's
Yeah?
fantastic. Yeah, it's great. It's a great
It's a
time
great
right
year.
now.
Actually,
It's a great time. What a great time to be an Idol fan. Speaking of not idols, Tokyo Girl Style, they don't want to be considered idols, but fuck that. Who cares? We're gonna talk about them.
I was gonna say, why are they first on this list? They're not even. They're not even that.
Because they were the first ones we saw last week. Or the week before.
Yeah, it was like
They're not even though. They're just.
They're not idols.
Look at how not idle this PV is.
This PV is totally not idol. The song is called Shinkai.
Is this even a PV though?
Not really. It's a dance and lyric video,
Yeah, not really.
but they haven't released anything else.
Is this even a song?
Yeah, it's a full
Yeah.
song.
Okay.
But they haven't released a PV for it, and this is the closest thing we have to a PV. Everything else they've released.
Look at
for,
their shoes.
I mean,
though.
it's pretty badass.
Those
but,
shoes are the best.
Did you guys watch the drama that came with the song?
No.
No.
I did
multiple
not.
episodes.
What? It's a drama starring them?
I think they make cameos in it, but it's not really focused on them, so it's kind of.
I just want a cameo where, like, a song of theirs is playing and they're actually singing it in the background. And that's their cameo.
Yeah, they're singing it on the streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have cool sneakers. It's
Yeah.
like light up sneakers. There's
I
a
just want,
kiosk
like-
in the mall that sells those.
Yeah, it brings me back to the 90s. You know, those really cool light up sneakers.
Yeah. I actually have this single. Can't say I've listened to it, though.
All I'm thinking about, though, is how cool it would be if a Stardust group used those sneakers and they're all, like, the color of the member. That'd be sick.
That's true. But
Yeah?
like if you see like the same color, it kind of makes it easier to follow the movements, I think. I think if you make each person like wear a different color, it's like too busy, maybe.
Yeah,
But in
I
a video
guess.
like this, I think it would be okay.
I mean, also, like, I'm at a point, I can't recognize their silhouette. Like,
What?
who's,
I can recognize
who's who
Nakai.
here?
Beyond that, I'm not positive who's who.
I mean, the tallest is May, right? And she's always on the right.
Yeah, but they switch positions around in this one.
See,
Yeah,
now
but
you
I
gotta,
think I
like,
could-
deduce their placement and everything.
No, but they remember like when they were a 5-person group, it was always May, Yuri,
Hitomi.
Hitomi,
Me.
and then Miyu, and then Ayano on the left. It was always that
And
placement.
it still is, mostly, but in
That's
this
what I
PV...
think. I think you just take Ayano out, and then boom, you still have the same same members in the right place.
Yeah, but they move around a lot in this PV, so...
They do,
Or in
but
this video.
when they're like the chorus and stuff, they usually make it back. So, like Hitomi and Yuri are like in the middle.
Yeah, I think I know which one Hitomi is. I know Nakai because her hairstyle's vastly different from the rest.
I think she's also the smallest member in the group.
Yeah,
I think everyone outgrew her.
I think so.
And TGS, our favorite, they still look like they're a 13 years old group.
Yeah, and Tichan's, what, almost 18 now?
They haven't aged. I don't know how, but they haven't. So, the PV, there's not much going on. There's lyrics on the screen. Not that there's much singing anyway, so it's kind of a, you know...
This is, like, the laziest PV ever made.
Yeah, it's
gotta
pretty
say.
dumb. Like, a lyric PV for this song is, like, a really dumb idea. But, you know, I guess this is what they
Well,
did.
Like, yeah.
This is the remix, this is the high raw mix, but even still, it's... I wasn't very impressed with the song when I
So
heard
do you
it.
need to make a PV for this at all?
No, but it is their
No.
single, right?
Yeah.
So you need to have
Like this
a
mix
something.
is their single?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is there an original version of this?
There isn't. There's no original like PV or anything.
What?
I have to
See,
check.
if this was like a supplemental, like, oh, this is just like a mix of a song we did, and here's a quick PV we slapped together,
Yeah.
I would be like, all right.
That's why I don't know why this is getting this kind of treatment where it doesn't feel like a full release,
Yeah, it
Because
doesn't
there's
feel
no,
like
like,
one,
full PV out for it.
but TGS,
Even though it says it's
yeah.
a single that was released in August 31st. So I don't
Yeah, I have the single. But I don't know. It's kind of like the Teddy Lloyd stuff from Momoclo. It's
So the
okay.
Teddy Lloyd stuff from Momoclo is like way more interesting.
Yeah.
There's some really good remixes in that album. But I mean, this doesn't even seem like there's no original song. This is just like the song. This
Yeah.
is the song with
Because
the
there's
mix.
like barely any singing in it, right? It's just like a verse, and then it goes into the drop, and then
I was kind of hyped when it started because
That's
like it just starts with a silhouette and like they're dancing and they got really cool shoes on. And then I
What?
see like this really crappy JPEG still image overlay, like
Yeah.
moving over them, and I was like, oh no, what's happening?
Well, this
and then
is
it just
what
became
when you do something like this and you don't really promote it and make a music video or anything like that for it, you end up
Mhm.
selling, not too many copies, and then you become 38th on Oricon, which is like an all-time low for them, I believe.
They could just keep like the video footage of them dancing with the silhouette, with the like blurry background and light up shoes. They could just have that shot, just a static camera, and it's just a dance music video. It'll be fine. It'll be better than whatever this is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
I mean, I saw these shoes in one of their Periscope streams, and they actually do change color. I don't even think they do that in the video, ever. I think they're just this orangish red throughout the
Yeah.
entire video.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
So there's not even like any added interest in it there.
No, it's a boring fucking PV.
I like the instrumental has like drilled itself into my head. So, I don't know if that's like a good thing or a bad thing. But the
It's okay.
vocals
Sounds
hardly come to
generic.
mind when it comes to this song.
Yeah, because there's no hook. There's no I don't hear a discernible hook.
I feel like
where
the
I go,
climax is like
"Oh, yeah,
when the
here it is."
instrumentals get loud.
Yeah, that's it.
Like that is the climax.
Yeah.
It's like the same tune, dun, 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 but it's like all blown up and crazy.
I mean, it's literally just a drop, and there's like no actual chorus or anything. So
yeah, it's a soothing song. Like it's got that quality to it. Like the dance and the purple and all the visuals kind of like work together in that way with the song, even though it's got all that terrible still image overlay stuff going on in it.
yeah, it's lazy.
Okay, so there's another remix of this by Royal Mirrorball, which would probably be better.
Which is probably better. They probably should have did a video for that.
And
What,
then,
Royal
is that like a
Mirrorball is
B-side or
awesome.
something? Is this like the
Yeah.
A-side?
yeah, this is track 1.
Okay.
But there's the B-side is another song I don't know the name of that's a Royal Mirrorball mix, and then the third track is a remix of this by Royal Mirrorball.
Royal Mirrorball is amazing.
And
The Mirrorball remixes have always been pretty good.
Yeah, so this is
Yeah.
not good. Not
I
great.
mean, some of the shots, the still shots are all right, but they're just not.
That doesn't that's not a PV.
No,
it's a slideshow.
no. Yeah, it is.
It's
And
dumb.
It looks like it was made with like the cheapest video editing software possible.
Windows
is what
Movie
bugs me.
Maker.
Because there are moments where like
Yep.
there's a still image that's like moving across the screen, right?
Slightly.
Very slowly, but it's like not even smooth. It's like
Very
Stuttered.
chugging
jerky.
along from right to left.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
holy shit, this is
Yeah.
not good, man.
I'm kind of with Chase where the thumbnail for this video was better than the entire video.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
that's what he said on Discord. I think it was.
Yeah, so I
When
mean,
I-
it's unfortunate about the video.
Yeah.
And like I do, like it puts more focus on the choreography, and I do like the choreography. There are parts that like stick out to me.
It just this song is so soft and subtle that
Yeah,
like,
but like the
even,
dance parts
dancing
can be
is
like a little
just-
more intense than the actual song.
Yeah, that's I don't know. It just
Makes it a
feels
little
weird.
more exciting.
I think this song is just fine if they would just sing it in front of a mic. But then what the fuck is the PV, right?
Thing is,
They
there's
just
like
sing-
a. That's a strange thing about this whole thing is that like I feel like there is a lot of charm and there's stuff that I like. There's stuff. It's like I don't know, it's memorable and it's catchy, but then also, it's like one of the most bare bone tracks I've ever heard.
Yeah.
I'm super worried about their future.
So I don't know. Yeah, I'm.
With Ayano leaving and in the past couple songs being so
Is this just like they're
what do you call
they're just
those?
deflating?
Yeah, what is it? The Twilight of TGS.
I hope not, but like TGS has just had like they've had a long, hard climb to nowhere since they were created, unfortunately.
Yeah.
There was a point where I really, really, really loved this group when like their songs were all clicking and it was amazing and like no one cared.
Yeah.
Like mainstream did not give a shit about TGS and they just kept selling 5K and like
5-10,000 is the most I've ever done.
yeah.
All right, anything else?
No, I guess not. I mean, it's just that like the incredibly like underwhelming presentation kind of paints this in a. It just paints everything, including the song, in a lackluster way for me, unfortunately. But I do admit there is something good in the composition of the song. I like the choreography. I think their light up shoes are cool. So
That's the best part of the PV.
their light up shoes are great. It makes me think the song is a little better that way.
Well, one of the comments says, "I'm new to this group. Did I catch them in a good stage, or are they going downhill?"
Oh, rest in peace. Rip your fandom.
Yeah. I mean, I like their previous stuff to this. I've liked pretty much everything up to this. And this
Never
one-
ever.
Yes, I actually like Never Ever.
Steph, stay with me.
Stay With Me was alright too. I
It
can't
was
say that.
really all right.
I can't say the PV was that good for
No, the PV
either one, but I like the songs. And this one, yeah, I mean, they've done like Unmei and
Unmei's amazing. One of my favorite TGS songs.
I can't think of the other one. The other ballady type song that they did for that was really good, but this
I'll
one
say
just doesn't do it.
my drop off was probably after Partition Love.
Partition Love was great.
I
Mhm.
loved Partition Love.
You wait, so you didn't check out Unmei? You don't remember Unmei?
Unmei?
Yeah,
Isn't that from way back?
not.
Like,
I think it's about the same time as Partition Love.
let me see.
I don't know.
Oh, it says Unmei
2013.
was 2014
2014.
or 2013.
2014.
Unmei / Wonderful Smile was 2013.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Partition Love was 2014, so it was after
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
Um,
Unmei was good.
Suoku is the other song I was thinking of.
I don't even. Yeah, I
I
don't
remember
like that
hearing
song.
it. But
It was
I can't
boring.
recall it.
That's a well,
It's a
it was
ballad.
yeah, it's a ballad, but it was I really enjoyed the song. It was a. I didn't enjoy the fact that they made an album song into a single like 3 months later, but I enjoyed the song.
All right. So I already forgot how we do this grading.
Yeah, at
thing.
100.
Song.
Song in PVE.
It's hard to disconnect the two, so I don't think it's gonna be all that like objective. I don't think I could like parse it completely because I'd have to listen to it more.
That's how it is all the time.
Yeah, song.
Yeah.
I think the song has its good qualities. It is very simple, but it's not super simple in a very bad way. Until I start thinking about it, I'm like, oh god, like what are these instrumentals? And then I feel like I should grade it down more. But my gut says, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's gonna swing up and down. But right now, I'm just gonna say 67. And we're going by like the full 100 scale, right? Like 50
Yeah.
is like I don't care one way or the other.
Yeah.
So I
That's
do
how
think
it is
this
for
is
me.
a bit stronger than that, 67, 66.
I like using it as like a A, B, C, D, F scale, but
Okay.
depends on how you look at it, I guess.
Make it different for every one of us.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And for the PV, it's just like, fuck it, man. I don't. Shoes save the PV. Like any points that
It
this,
can't save the
any
PV.
points that I give it is
It
solely
still
for those
sucks.
shoes, and like the parts of the choreography I like. So I don't know. It's gonna get like a 58. It deserves less. Honestly, it deserves less. But those shoes, and I like some of the choreography.
You're generous. I'm gonna give the song a 60.
It's been a while since I came on, so I'm gonna be a little generous.
I'm gonna give the song a 60. It's not bad. It's just very lackluster. Not a lot of attachment to the song for me. The PV, 35. It's boring as hell.
Jesus.
I have nothing there I want to watch. I can't see the members except for their outline. There's
Wait,
nothing
did you
there.
see
I
that
wanna
one
watch.
picture where they're all like doing the duck mouth and, you know, shit?
Doesn't matter. I mean, there's shots of freaking. He
So good.
forehead in this one too.
That one picture's so good.
No.
That crawl.
Yeah, man. I mean, not the crawl. The picture itself.
No.
All right. I'll give the PB a 38. It's exactly what you guys have stated. It's boring as shit. The only thing saving the PV are those light up shoes for me. I'll give a song.
I think I just fell in love with those light up shoes.
You want me to buy you one? There's a kiosk in my mall that sells.
Oh,
those
yeah?
shoes. I'm not kidding.
Find yellow ones.
Yellow ones, okay. I'll get you
I
yellow.
could wear
one.
to the Momoiro concert.
Yeah, okay. I'll see what they have. Get your size later.
Yeah, just get back to me.
I will. I will give the song a 65. I like the feel. I like the atmosphere that it creates,
Yeah,
but
it's got a vibe.
It's not catchy.
I think
the
the
end of the day.
instrumentals are catchy.
That's
I can't recall any singing whatsoever. I just remember that little
vocal
loop,
melodies.
that little like 6-second instrumental loop.
Yeah. That's it. All right.
That is the song
That
for
is
me.
literally the song. That's TGS Shinkai. Next up, Team Syachihoko, Parade wa Yozora o Kakeru.
Oh my god, get ready for the hype.
Get ready for another fucking Syachihoko PV where it's a fucking live version.
Yeah.
They've done like what, 3 of these already?
Several. I'm
A
gonna say
lot.
that.
They've done a decent amount.
Yeah.
Just add it to the backlog. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm done with these live videos.
They just ripped this out of the DVD they're gonna sell you
Pretty
for
much.
$40.
Yeah, and then you're not getting the live vocals. That sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason why we would watch this visually and then hear it at the same
Yep.
time. And they're stripping that away from us, which is the
Yep.
dumbest
It
thing.
is really, really backwards.
It's so dumb. You might as well just put this out with the live singing. It's
Stardust
so dumb.
lives and the live singing is 99% of the appeal of
Yeah.
these videos.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because the energy reflects how, you know, they're singing and running around and dancing and interacting with the audience. And when all of that is gone and you just get like this pristine studio recording done in a different area overlaying this, like, my brain hurts.
Okay, I'm not in pain, but I am not happy.
I am.
There's
Okay.
like this, yeah, there's a
Both of you are
disconnect
pain.
throughout this entire video.
Yeah. I mean,
There
that's how I
is.
feel about
Like
all
with
these.
other idol groups, like honestly, I don't care usually, But with Stardust, it really bugs me. But it's because I really like their lives. And
Well, I mean, that's the one thing, that the first thing you talk about when you mention a Stardust group is like their lives are fucking insane. Like from production, performance, like when you take all that into account. So like when you take that away from the viewer, it's
right.
pretty fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the reason why I would own 6 different Momoclo concert Blu-rays, and the reason I would watch each of them is because they sing each song differently in every single concert, even though their set list is like 80% the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I like this part of this performance in this concert, and I like this part of that performance in that concert. But here it's just like, it's even weirder when they have like backing vocals that are like super like, treated in studio format, and it's like playing in the background. And like
What, you
muted,
don't like that
but like
Honoka
this girl is like
voice?
the Honoka is just like belting it out, yeah, in the concert. But it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and there's one part where Chiyo, you can tell she's actually holding the note longer than the studio version holds it for.
Of course.
So it's like, I really hate that when audio does not match the visuals.
I think this is in a way lazier than what the TGS PV was. At least with the TGS PV, they shot a whole separate thing just to make the PV, right? But it was done lazily.
And you knew they weren't singing in it.
Yeah, I mean, but they had a separate shoot just for the PV.
Yeah.
This is a concert, and they just stripped it out of the Blu-ray.
Yep.
I've never been a fan of these PVs.
Yeah.
No. But
Those outfits, man. Those outfits are so Syachihoko. They're so Shachi ugly. Like, holy shit.
Is Shachi ugly? Like,
Shachi ugly is real.
It's
real
ugly,
affliction.
right? It's ugly,
It is
but in
so
context of Syachihoko, it's fine, right? That's what Shachi
God.
ugly is.
So many Muppets were killed in the creation of their skirts. Like,
Oh no,
holy shit.
Elmo, Big Bird,
Yeah, it's
Oscar,
just-
no.
Yeah, Cookie
Cookie
Monster.
Monster.
Like,
Oh no.
fucking. Now we know what happened.
Jesus, that's dark.
and still no Yuzu.
Look at it though. It's like, what kind of coat is that? Like, it looks like
looks
Muppet
satin.
hair, scalped Muppet hair.
Yeah, like they pulled Big Bird's like feather like one out at a time.
Yeah, I keep doing those like. I don't even know what to call them, like calf sleeves. They keep doing that thing.
Oh yeah, that looks so dumb.
Like leg warmers?
yeah, they look like they were leg warmers. Yeah.
Syachihoko fucking loves doing that stuff. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
makes me appreciate the good Syachihoko costumes
So-
more.
Are
but
there
man,
any?
there are some choice ones.
I mean, I can't really remember any that have been like, oh, this is like totally like.
Yeah, there have been like
Okay.
crazy, pretty good Syachihoko ones, but yeah, this is like right on par with some of the.
Well, you know what this
man.
looks like? This looks like the encore outfits that they like slip on the concert
Oh, yeah, they
T-shirt.
got the concert T-shirt on. Yeah.
That T-shirt is awesome. I love that T-shirt design. I mean, I don't want the
So
fucking.
they
ribbon
probably
and
had
shit,
like a
but-
different top that actually matched.
right, and they
Yeah.
just stripped it off.
Whereas Rayo says Sachi Teletubbies.
No, Momoclo's got it already on lockdown.
Oh, that's
Oh yeah,
Furby.
that's true.
Oh, that was Furby. I get those confused.
Your
They're
Teletubbies
pretty
are the ones
similar.
with the antennas.
right. So the PV, there's not much to say other than the fact that it's live footage and
Yeah, it's
their
live
outfits are
footage.
insane, but
It's
The
shot
song-
well.
it's shot. Oh, of course, it's for like a Blu-ray concert DVD, so
Yeah.
it's shot nicely. It looks clean. Concert looks hype, but you don't get the sense because the audio does not present that information to us. Maybe it was a shitty concert, for all we know. But visually, it looks hype. The song, though,
Song is not like, oh man, this is a great song.
is this one of the classic Stardust concert-only enjoyable songs where you don't really listen to it like on your commute and like random shit, but
Yeah, I don't know.
at a concert you love it?
I
It
don't
might
know.
be because it's not a song that I listened to and was like, yes, this is why I love Stardust, and this is why
Yeah.
their music is so good. This is kind of like it's a very conventional idol song, I guess. It's not a bad thing.
No.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it has like a towel, swirling towel sound to it.
Yeah.
It's a,
It's almost an anthem-like song.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's why
like
I'm seeing it in like a concert setting would be okay.
yeah, I think so. Like where you're all like, especially leading up to the actual song, where they sing really slowly and like build up, and they have all that like pomp and circumstance.
Yeah.
Um, that would be really fun in a live setting.
Yeah. Maybe.
But also, like I'm hardly, well, not hardly. Like there are albums I listen to a lot, but like studio recordings of a lot of Stardust songs are not super. Like they don't convey like the same energy.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
Because it
I
you
feel
know,
like this one, like the song sounds really muted for some reason.
I mean, it's flat, right?
Yeah.
This doesn't sound like a song that like a Hyadain would write. Like the, I mean, he could.
Well, yeah, it doesn't have any eccentricity for sure. Like the song
Yeah.
is very
Okay, it's not
straightforward.
Hyadain. Just making sure. Some dude named Youth Case wrote it.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's very flat. It's got very generic instrumentals, and it's got some catchy melodies, but I don't think anything that blows it out of the water. Like,
Yeah.
not very impressed.
Yeah, it's not a very impressive song. I'm not really sure. Is it like a B-side or what?
I'm assuming it's the B-side to Ultra Cho.
Oh, to Ultra?
Miracle, Super Very Powerball,
Very Powerball.
which is a great title. It's the
Yes.
dumbest title of all time.
You already talked about that PPN song, right?
We did.
Yeah.
I think we all loved it.
Nice. Yeah,
Um,
like the vocals are very like even keeled and
It's not goofy.
it's a very like moderate song.
Yeah. It's alright.
Yeah. My first impression is it's alright. It's not amazing. It's not stopping me in my tracks.
Nope.
I'm not tweeting about this.
Nope.
It's just a song
It's a
that
song.
that exists, and if it happens in concert, I'll enjoy it. But yeah, it's not a song that I'll like have playing on repeat because I'm so excited about it. You know?
Yeah.
This would probably be a song I would skip if it came on my MP3 player.
Yeah, I
Yeah, if
can't see
anything.
I can't see myself like listening to the whole thing. It's not interesting enough. Doesn't have a hook. Doesn't have a strong hook. Yeah,
No.
just one of those sentimental, like inspirational, motivation, like
Yeah.
rock songs. So it is what it is.
Yeah, it's solid construction, but not blowing anybody away.
No,
It's very typical of what Stardust considers to be a ballad, though.
Yeah,
I mean, this is closer to a ballad than their usual stuff, but it's faster and it's got rock instrumentals.
yeah,
Yeah.
But like if you strip that out, it's definitely a ballad. Like if you slow it down, strip out the faster
Yeah.
instrumentals,
Like,
it's a ballad.
just look at like how the song opens. You know, and, like,
Yeah.
that's the main theme,
Totally.
and it's the tone and everything.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
No. So song, I'll give it like, I have to listen to a little bit of the instrumentals again.
It's very plain.
Yeah, it's
Nothing-
very like whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll give it like a 68, 70, somewhere around that range. I was hoping some part of this would like stick out as like interesting or something I didn't expect, but the song kind of played out exactly how I expected it to, and it's a very straightforward song. And it's well composed, but I feel like everything about the song, like the instrumentals and vocal styling, it actually showcases like very little personality, and that's probably because I'm not hearing them sing it live. But I mean, just talking about the song and its recording, I just feel like The recording was kind of lifeless, and very straightforward. And the instrumentals really don't bring anything special to the table whatsoever, which I kind of actually expect. Like, if the song itself isn't amazing, or like the melody, I would expect the instrumentals to kind of step up and be interesting. But here, nothing really steps forward as like
Let's just blame the
exemplary.
composer at this point. It's not exciting
Yeah, yeah.
all
So
around.
just overall, it's a very like medium effort. So, and the PV, yeah, like I don't want to watch this PV ever again. I just want to see the concert. So, I don't know, like 40 for the, no, 30, 30 for the PV.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Pretty much everything. I'd give the song a 68, and the PV, I give it a 50. I'm kind of either way on it.
Yeah, I mean it's not a bad PV or anything. I'll give the PV I guess a 45. It's nicer to look at than the TGS PV, but it's
Yeah.
even lazier. So like that's all the deduction there. Song, I you would think a faster rock song would have a little more energy, but it just comes off really flat.
Yeah.
It's a little disappointing. The chorus is a little bland and uninspired. I think I'll give the song a 65. It has potential, but like the composer, get rid of him. He's out of here.
Well, if I read that right, it was composed by the same guy it was written by, so. Written,
He's
composed,
responsible
and...
for the whole thing.
Well, except for the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, he wrote the lyrics too. Yeah, he
Oh,
wrote everything.
okay then.
It's arranged by someone else, but you know, but I mean, he also arranged it as well. So fuck that guy. Youth case. Fuck that guy. That's Team Syachihoko Paredo wa Yozura o Kakeru. Next up, Amina Atlas. Ooh. So I had no idea who this group was. This group I just checked out because it came up in my timeline. I just checked out and I thought it was really interesting. Just the sound, the atmosphere, the visuals, of course, too. But
Yeah,
I
the
just thought it was
visuals
really
are
interesting.
crazy.
So this group is uh, called Amina because two members were named Ami and Mina,
Ugh.
but the girl named Mina left, and they added a member called Miyu, so the name doesn't make any sense anymore.
Fuck.
So they said, you know what, the name, we're going to change it to English in weird capitalization and call ourselves Amina, and it stands for Awake Mind into Ideal Naked Avalon.
It's the worst fucking name I've ever
Awake
heard.
Mind into Ideal Naked Avalon.
Uh,
I appreciate how dumb that is.
This is like watching someone painfully trip and spill all the coffee they've been holding and try to walk away with any sort of dignity. Like, you just, oh yeah, I'm okay.
No, it's like they spill coffee on
It's
themselves.
like coffee,
They're like,
what
okay,
coffee? I
it's
just
cool.
walked past, like,
Nah,
someone
it's
spilled
cool,
coffee
man.
all over me.
And it's like
I don't-
all over their white shirt, and you can
Yeah.
completely tell that it's like coffee stained. And then
It's like, I meant to, like...
next
it
thing
was
they slam the door on their foot and they break their foot or something, and it's just
all planned, all part of the master plan.
yeah. But and even in that mess of the naming scheme and one member leaving, I thought this is incredible for a
This
group
is
that's totally unknown.
really
I've
awesome.
never heard of them.
Yeah.
I hadn't either.
Like, first of all, it opens up with, like, a really, really colorful, awesome, like, storybook
Yeah.
come to life visual style. It has a very, like, Hungry Caterpillar, is that the name of the book? Where it's all, like,
that
made
sounds
out of, like,
familiar. Paper.
like patterned construction paper. Yeah.
Right.
It's got that feel to it. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah. It's just a really, like, it's sterile, it's clean, but also, like, stylish and whimsical at
Yeah.
the same time. Like, most of the time when you incorporate, like, outside, like, visual aspects That's like
Yeah, like that's
fantastical.
like completely original.
Yeah, like
to
it
that PV.
sometimes it doesn't make any sense, but like here, like it makes sense for some reason. Like maybe because they're like dancing in this white background studio. Like I feel like the song matches the theme, the atmosphere that PV creates. Like everything is
Yeah.
just like meshing like perfectly. Like normally I hate fucking white background studios. That's the dumbest shit ever. But in
Normally,
this
I hate
context, it's
duo
great.
idol groups.
That's another thing. But
I wouldn't go that far, but
Okay, normally I don't hate them, but I'm like, a duo, no thanks. I'm not into this like old-fashioned like whatever vanilla beans esque thing people are doing.
let's face it, this is more interesting than Vanilla Beans.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
in my opinion, my
This
humble opinion.
this PV style wise reminds me of Speaker no Yoru, Night of Speaker.
That's a duo.
Yeah,
Yes,
just
it
like,
is. But just the like artistic styling of the PV, and the way not the way it was done, but just kind of the way it was produced and
Yeah, like
drawn out, it gives me that same artistic styling.
they incorporate some of it in their dance shots,
Yeah.
and they have the members in different outfits, and like there's really good camera work regarding their choreography. It actually makes it look really exciting for
I-
just two people dancing.
I love the shots in like the desert looking place. It just made it look so huge, and it
Yeah.
almost felt like those two members were the only people on the planet. Like it just
Yeah.
made it look like it's just like this serene like Adam and Eve. They're the only two beings on the planet kind of look, and I love that. It, like just visually, like striking. Like I usually don't get moved like emotionally
Yeah.
by like visuals, but like it just like it kind of like pulled at my heartstrings.
I
Like,
think
it
a
just
huge
felt
part of it
sentimental.
also is the instrumentals.
Yeah, that helps too.
It makes the song sound really big. Like it's a really big, grand, like soundscape that they're making. So like in the beginning, it starts off kind of slow, but then like maybe like 40, 50 seconds in, it like swells, and then like it becomes this like really quirky, like you know, ambient indie like
Yeah, I forgot what
noise
Chase.
rock kind of like.
There's a
big
band that does
sound.
music like this. Yeah, it's I think Chase called it indie arena rock.
Okay, yeah, he would know better than me.
Like there's a group that's like really popular right now. That's like the only band that's actually selling records these days in the U.S. like or like mainstream wise that does music like this where it's like it sounds like indie, but like they are able to like create like a bigger sound than like an indie band sound. I forgot what the group was called, but yeah, it just reminded me of music like that. And it's super cool.
Yeah, I just feel like the song has really, really good composition, and it kind of knows like where to slow down and where to speed up, and like it ends up sounding just like really, really big, really inspirational, like larger than life.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like these two members like just dancing to the song is like amazing.
Yeah.
I just want to keep watching this PV.
And it's not even like they're the greatest dancers or the best singers. It's just like everything as a package just made sense. Like everything just like flowed together in a really nice way. It's just like everything about it gave me good vibes. I feel really positive about like even if it's like this small indie venture, it just doesn't
Yeah.
feel like a small indie venture. It feels more it feels bigger than that. And I think the music helps, and then like the scenery, like when they're outside in the sun, like it really helps. It just feels bigger than it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like what actually is the story,
Yeah, I love everything about this.
And then transition to like outside.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Like I don't know what the story they're going for, but
Yeah, it's a lot of like implied stuff or like stuff that you can kind of make up, but like
Right.
it definitely says you can
fill in the
connect
blank.
some dots,
Yeah,
It has a very almost Native American feel to it.
yeah. It's like it's sort of like
In
like
the
giving back to Earth
yeah,
kind of feel.
At least in the imagery. I mean, I couldn't tell you what it was really going for, but that's kind of the feel I get from it.
Yeah. It's sort of like becoming one with nature type of thing.
I tried looking up how old these girls were, but there was nothing in the profiles for them.
They look pretty young.
Yeah, they look young.
But, I mean, the sound is mature. Like, I
Yeah.
would never, like, even, like, dock them points for being young or whatever, because the music is really, it's, like, really high-quality stuff.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't. If they're as young as I think they are, they did a really good job on this.
They don't really have like
Yeah.
those like really chipmunky like
No, that's always good.
I'm learning how to sing for the first time
Yeah.
kind of voice. Or like I'm trying to sound more mature than my voice actually is. Like it's just fine. It's perfect throughout the for what the song is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think we can go ahead
No.
and rate it.
Go for it.
Yeah, song. Song just gives me chills, man.
It's great. I feel good.
Yeah, I can like it's just inspirational and moving and totally unexpected. I'll go ahead and give the song like I'm just gonna go ahead and give it like a 83. I definitely want to revisit it. I definitely want to revisit the PV as well. I think the PV I think I'll give it like a higher score, maybe like a 86. There are like some video quality issues in especially when they're wearing like white and it just like bleeds into the background. It's like and there's like overexposure at certain points. But I think all the 2D visual stuff is on point. I think the camera work, as far as actually framing the choreography and like doing close-ups and having the members in different outfits, like there's variety and it's creative. And I think the PV in general is really awesome and is part and parcel with the music. So, yeah, like a 86, 87 for the music video.
I think I'll give this song I think I'll give it an 80. I'm not quite as high on the song as everybody else is. The PV, I'll give an 85. I enjoy the visuals of it. And the way it was done, it's very smooth in the combination of the 2D and the 3D animation or art.
Yeah. Everything about it is, like, just done really, really well. Even if they didn't have that much money to work with, they made it work,
Yeah.
and it's just incredible the amount of like work they accomplished doing this. PV, I'll give an 86. Same thing. I'm voicing the same opinions as you guys. Everything's great. The song, I will give an 84. So that's Amina Atlas. That's a surprise hit among us tonight.
They made a duo group interesting. It's possible.
It's impossible. Speaking of
No,
a group
yeah.
that is not a duo, Momoiro Clover Z,
Oh my god.
The Golden History.
An 8-minute song.
Well,
Just kidding.
it's like a 5-minute song.
yeah.
But
The-
yeah,
The
3-minute
first
intro.
3 minutes is just a bunch of nothing.
Yeah, so what they first explain is that the members of Momoiro show up in like some random location in the middle of nowhere with like a big set. They walk through some blinds, and then like a really famous TV announcer comes out. He's like, "Hey, this is your candid PV shoot. Let's go." And then they're forced to answer a question that's presented, which asks which one is like the true smile, or which
like
one's
the
the number one
worst
smile.
Worst question.
It's
trivia
so
question.
it's so
It's
dumb.
not even funny, dude. Like,
Yeah. It's really dumb.
Which one would you choose, Day?
I mean, the horse, obviously.
The horse has the best smile.
Just because
it's
they
like-
ran that joke into the ground since 2011. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it's a
just
run
run
running
through the
gag?
fucking horse.
Yes, it's running gag.
Yeah. Like
The
Rennie has like a
It's
horse
horse
mouth or
face.
whatever.
a horse
Oh,
face. Yeah.
Yeah. I could see that. Well, but to be fair, they run through Rennie as the answer, and once they pass through the door, it's just powder.
Yeah, I like
Mhm.
everything past that point, but I just thought it was a really lackluster like introduction. Like everyone ran through the middle one too, so there was like not a lot of surprise because like
Yeah.
you see Kanako running into the thing and you're like,
Yeah, and then everyone
well,
follows
I guess I'm
after.
also running into that thing.
I mean, like, if you're the last person, you're gonna fucking see what the fuck is going on the
Yeah, and you're
other
like,
side.
well, I guess I'm supposed to jump in it too. And
Yeah,
just kind of
it's
hop in. Like, there's
super dumb.
not really surprise.
No, they all
Um,
should have ran through different doors, and
Yeah.
then the consequences should have been different.
Yeah, they should have had different things behind the different doors also.
Which is why this whole 3-minute intro is fucking dumb.
Well, and if they had run through anyone but the actual photo already, they wouldn't have ended up in the powder.
And the thing is, when they're actually
Right.
running, my favorite part of that whole thing is Shiori like half running, like
Yeah.
I'm running because I'm supposed to be running, but
Right.
I don't believe in any of the things that are happening. Right now.
Right.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
I'm
that's
just
the
running because you
candid
guys are
aspect.
running, guys. I don't like. This is fun, I guess. Running's fun.
It's
I guess
not.
I got to run to keep up with you guys. So
Yeah, she's like half running. It's pretty
Yeah,
great.
it's really dumb. It's so pointless. So yeah, they land in the powder, and then they go through some challenges, sort of reminiscent of MXC, if you guys remember. Most
MX.
Extreme Challenge,
Oh, okay. I haven't
where
actually
they took
watched.
where they took old footage of Takeshi's Castle, a Japanese variety program, and then they dubbed it. So
And
they do
then,
like physical challenges, reminiscent of that.
Yeah. Whereas here, it's like having them
it's all like Dokiri type stuff.
sing
It is.
their single.
It is, but it isn't. You know, because they're sort of half-assing it the entire time. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're all surprised by this, which you know
Right.
that's the point of it being.
Yeah,
candid.
that's the point of this PV. Is like, I assume they didn't know that they were going to be handed mics and stuff. and
Right, I
have the
think that's
song
what it
playing.
is. But like when they're doing challenges and stuff, like it just feels like they're just still so surprised that they're not really into the game,
Right.
and even the game is sort of lame. Like they're
Yeah.
walking across rocks on top
Well,
of mud.
unless you're Shiori, she just pushes Kaneko in.
Yeah, she just doesn't give a fuck.
Shori was just like, this is not variety enough. Someone
Yeah.
needs to eat shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
So-
as
so-
expected, it's Kanako and Rennie who
Rennie
end
took
up like
the
falling
brunt of it,
way
yeah.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kanako with her muddy hands just grabbing everyone like, here, revenge.
Heck yeah.
So yeah, they do that, and then what's next? Oh, it's the guessing game. So there's a box. They
And
put
after
their
an
hands
outfit
in.
change, they got to change
Yeah.
outfits first.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
While they set up the game.
that's true. Yeah, they did that. So this is like
I like this actually because they're like, they have to lip sync
But-
like while
But the
they're
thing-
figuring this stuff
Okay,
out.
that's cool, but I sort of want to see a whole section of this separate from the PV, just to see the
I
whole
think
thing.
the Blu-ray must have like a making of thing.
I hope
like, you
so.
show, like, the whole thing.
I
If
would
they
hope
don't,
so.
I would be really disappointed. Like that's the whole thing. Like this has to be like a full like 40-minute like documentary or something.
This is kind of a making of as it is.
Yeah.
Man, that part where Wrestler Man breaks that fucking table is so
Yeah,
good.
I thought he was gonna crush Ayako with that.
Yeah, that was a dangerous move.
He flipped that table.
Yeah. Who's the old lady? Or
That is
Some
That's a
comedian.
guy. He's a comedian. He does
Okay.
impersonations. His
Yeah.
name's Koroke. He's really famous.
Yeah,
I
I bet
was-
he's really famous.
Like
but
he's
like,
really famous. He's like the number one
Yeah.
impersonator in Japan.
Jesus, man.
That wrestler
Yeah,
is sort
I
of
think-
famous.
I think overseas fans have like the least appreciation for like, oh, Momoclone is friends with the best comedians in Japan. Like
Yeah.
that holds no weight to us. to
No.
most of us
I
anyway.
mean, the
'cause we're
announcer in the beginning, he's like the most famous announcer in Japan. He's like
Yeah.
really well known
Yeah.
to be like outspoken and vocal about
Whereas, like in
politics and
Japan,
stuff.
this is probably a pretty great cameo, right?
Yeah,
And
it makes
everyone's like
sense.
flipping out and everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Whereas I'm
But-
like, oh god, it's another comedian.
We have no reference, yeah.
I just don't get it. Why are you funny?
Yeah. Well, they don't really showcase the guy. He's just
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
like,
I mean that's the
making
thing
his
though. Like
face.
everyone in Japan knows who he is.
Yeah. But he's like he's not
So, I mean,
impersonating
you know-
anyone
Right.
Well,
that I can tell.
Impersonating a woman? I don't know. Is he
Yeah.
always in a dress?
He usually does like impersonations of famous people. Like that's what he's known for. But he's doing his classic like face that he makes faces too.
yeah, I
I bet.
recognize
Yeah, like
the
a Japanese
face.
comedian.
Yeah. So that's he does that half the time. So after they do the guessing box thing, they end up on a stage and they're surprised by like 1,000 fans or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, how are they surprised? Wouldn't they hear 1,000 people like outside?
You would
Oh,
think
yeah.
it sounded like they were making noise too. So I would imagine
Yeah,
they
so
sort of
I
had a
don't know.
feeling.
We would
Yeah.
have to watch the making of to know.
Like it's
Maybe
hard
they
for
were just
me.
like, shut the fuck up, everybody. Like,
Oh,
don't
I
make
would
any
hope
noise.
they told everyone to do that, but
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to keep quiet, but
I don't know. They look like they were talking though and shit. So
yeah, so I don't know.
it's hard. It's hard to.
Yeah, the only
hard to
way,
tell.
yeah, that would work is if like they just shot like extra footage like after concert or like leading up to it before they got there or something like that. But
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But again, we run into the same problem here where, well, you can actually hear the crowd in this one, but you still run into the same problem as the
At the
Syachihoko
end.
PV, where you have a studio recording and
Yep.
they're supposed to be singing.
yeah,
But I
So-
think this is like a goofy, like, not a performance PV, really.
right.
Well,
No,
the Syachihoko
absolutely.
PV is totally a performance PV. This is more like a dumb, candid camera. Surprise, Momoclo members, you're filming a music video. I guess you didn't know. Type of PV, so.
I actually really like the lead up to where like it has that still shot of a blank stage before like the members come up.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, I feel like the lip syncing is actually pretty like on point with like the energy that they're putting out. So it actually fits a little bit better here, I think.
I mean, I love these type of videos, but I would prefer more variety to it than the performance aspects of it. I
Right.
want to see Momoka sitting in the corner, bawling her eyes out because she doesn't know what's in the box.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. It just seems like there were parts of the PV where they focused in on too much, and parts of the PV where it was like not focused in on enough.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
the rock skipping part should have been way condensed, and I think the box part should have been like full blown. But I guess they shot it like a one shot thing where
Yeah.
like they did it all at once. Like they didn't like stop, record the song at this first section, and then they go to the box section and then record the whole song there. It just seemed like the whole song was like flowed through. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's the case because they
Yeah.
did fast forward at one point.
Right, that's what I'm assuming. So, I guess that's why I'm not really a fan of like the way it's edited. But
Yeah, I feel like there were a lot more creative ways they could have had everything run a lot more smoothly.
yeah, it just felt
And,
stunted at some point.
Like, yeah, and just like overcome some of the like the weird like pitfalls. Like, just even yeah, I feel like this was kind of hastily planned. Is
Yeah.
how it comes across. In the end though, like I like the like individual members like energy and stuff going into it, and they each have their own moments. I think.
No,
throughout
yeah.
it. There are some good like candid moments.
I mean,
And I think it comes together at the end where it's like a little more orchestrated and, you know, like, yeah, they know they're like filming a PV and everything, you know?
and they're a
at
little
the
more
end.
into familiar territory being on stage.
Yeah, yeah, where they're like on stage and singing the song. I think it's like a good flow, but they could have made it a lot better.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still think this is one of the better Momoclo music videos, though. Like, there's no CG, first of
Yeah.
all. Thank
Yeah.
God. fuck CG. Like I'm
Well,
so tired of CG.
Next
being
PV we're gonna talk about also no CG.
Yeah,
and really
I was
grounded.
super-
It's
yeah.
a super refreshing like side of Momoclo we haven't seen in a while because the last 2-3 years it's been all CG PVs. So
Yeah.
this is a
like,
nice
I
change.
really, I think Momoiro Vacation also one of my favorite music videos. But
It's
like,
great. It's a
CG
great
is
music
fucking
video.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And just yeah, CG has been a really big part of every Momoko music video, more or less. So,
I thought it was good the first couple times, and I do agree. Momoiro Vacation is like one of my favorite Momoko PVs of all time.
yeah,
But like, when it comes to like when they did the Dragon Ball Zeto no Chikai, they did
Right.
the Sailor Moon song.
So much
that wasn't
green
really a
screen and,
PV,
like-
but like Go-un.
yeah, Gon.
Yume no Ukiyo was really good. It's really well done, but
Mm.
that was essentially CG green screen PV towards the end. So yeah, they've just been focusing on CG green screen, but now it seems like they're going in a little more of a realistic approach.
Yeah, which makes sense for this song, which is very like celebratory. You know, it's like, hey,
It's not too wacky.
Yeah, it sounds like a very like celebratory, like, look what we accomplished. We're awesome. You guys are awesome. We're all awesome. Kind of song. It's got that vibe.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
called Golden History, so I mean, I guess the name kind of pushes that too.
I guess I'm not a big fan of the song. I think it's a decently catchy song, but nothing really super excites me. It seems a little flat.
I think it's a very safe sounding song.
It's really safe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, I think it more reflects Momoclo now as like a more. They're like still mature. They're like more mature, but still goofy, and
Yeah.
it's got like more of that like even keeledness,
Yeah.
but it still has some attitude in it, you know.
And goofiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's still childish, but then it has these really like melodical like solo lines, and you know the chorus is very. I don't know. The chorus I thought was actually like kind of the underwhelming part of it.
Yeah, I think it's the weakest part. I think the verse and pre-chorus is better.
Yeah, but the verse and pre-chorus is sort of where like the goofiness lands a lot of the time.
Yeah, the chorus falls flat.
But even then, like, yeah, the chorus is the one. The chorus is the part of the song where it kind of goes like grand, or for lack of a better word, it's like it becomes like this all-encompassing, like, oh, let's all hug and be merry kind of thing. But it kind of pales in comparison to the rest of the song.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess we could grade this thing now.
Yeah.
Song, I'll give it like a 75. It took more listens for me to like this song, or to enjoy the song as much as I do now. So I don't know if it's gonna be like the same with you guys, if it's gonna like grow. But
I think it's more of a growth song than an instant hook song for sure.
yeah, this song did not instantly hook me when I heard it. Like if this song was on either of their new albums, it would be one of the weaker ones in my
Oh, for
opinion.
sure.
So yeah, but still, like, I like the song. But it could have been more crazy. Not that I just want more crazy, but like, I don't know, just like more creative, right?
Yeah.
Or I think we got that in a different song, so I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
But this is sort of like the more safe. You know, it's like the A-side song. You know, it's like, oh, they're not taking crazy chances. They're not really doing weird experiments. This is more just, it's a celebratory song.
It's a little bit of a shame though, right? Because I think Momoclo got to where they were because they took the crazy chances, because they did
Yeah.
the goofy shit, right? So it's
Yeah.
a little kind of, but like
Yeah, and then like,
I get it.
if you
know,
look at
when
their
you're famous.
past singles too, it's like, fucking Seishunfu was a single, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
It's really safe. I mean, it's
It was
literally
like tied to a
in the
movie
title.
and all that stuff. Yeah, Seishunfu.
You can't spell Seishunfu without safe.
Yeah.
Actually, you can.
Oh yeah, you have to do some fudging, but it's,
Yeah,
it's
there's
kind
no
of
A
in
in
there. I get
Seishun
what you're
Fu,
talking about.
but the sounds are there
The sounds are there. You can't make the sounds without.
for Seishun Fu
Yeah,
without safe.
yeah. PV. Yeah, like I said, just a lot of a lot of dicking around in the beginning, a lot of talking, and I wish they just kind of like jumped into it. Like, hey, they got out of the van. Hey, they don't know where they are. They didn't need like an announcer to like explain the rules and like figure like, oh, this is the grand experiment. Which one
Right.
is Rennie's smile? Like, I don't know. All that stuff kind of fell flat for me.
Yeah, the first 3 minutes could have been like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I thought it was just like a terrible introduction to the whole like dokiri, like, you know, now sing your single thing.
Yeah.
Could have been so many different things they could have done, which would have been way better. But yeah, I think overall though I do like the PV. I think the latter part of the PV redeemed that for me. Some really nice moments. So I'll give the PV like 83, 82. I don't know. I would cut the 3 minutes out though. I don't know if that means I should deduct more points if I want to cut 3 minutes of a PV out.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I enjoyed the song. I think I'd give the song a 78. The PV, I'd go with like a. I enjoy it. I'd go with a 75. Yeah, I think the first 3 minutes could have been cut out, at least for us. I mean, yeah, okay, you want to do that with the girls, fine, but we didn't need to see it. So.
Yeah, just leave that in for the full filming of it or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there are things I love about it, and there are things I really don't like about it. So it's really hard for me.
That wrestler guy breaking through that table though.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't hurt Ayaka there. I will give the PV a 78. It could have been way more condensed, so I don't tune out every 30 seconds.
This could have been like one of the greatest PVs.
Could have been. It had the potential, sure.
Needed
but-
pies in the face.
Yeah, it needed to have more events too. I
Just
think.
needed more shit, like
Yeah,
crazy stuff, you know?
The three things is not enough, especially in an 8-minute PV. The song, it's not growing on me yet. I've listened to this song about 10 times now. Not there yet for me. Maybe I need to listen to it more, but I think it's an okay song. It's a 74 for me. It's just okay at the moment. We'll see. I might like it more down the road. That's Momoiro Clover Z, The Golden History. Next up, we got a little bit more Momoclo. Unfortunately, this is like a short, condensed version, so it's not the full thing. But it gives us most of the PV. It's 2.5 minutes, so I figured this is enough to talk about. This song's called Decoration. So the theme is truckers, Japanese truckers. So each member of Momoclo has like
It's a different empire of,
truck.
of traders. I don't know.
It's kind of badass.
Kind of gang, like.
Yeah, it
it's-
definitely has like a gangster, like
That's sort of the
they're
Japanese
all like
trucking
tycoons
culture.
or something. Yeah?
Yeah, it looks like sort of like gangster, like Yakuza gangster-ish. That's sort of the
Do
the
they have
culture.
turf?
I don't think they have it, but like a lot of the truck drivers, the stereotypical truck drivers in Japan, it's sort of like how like the truck drivers here, like we expect them to wear like the hat and
Yeah.
like flannel and bearded and stuff like that. But like in Japan, it has its own culture that's similar to that.
It's
but,
kind of
of
like
course different.
it's kind of like the Yankee culture, I think, in a
Yeah,
way.
it's similar. It's sort of like the people who turn into like motorcycle
Delinquents become
enthusiasts.
truckers.
Yeah, it's sort of like that for sure. Yeah, that's definitely a thing that happens. So like they all have like their trucking
Yeah.
company, sort of.
They have their posse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's also they have back dancers. It's
Yeah.
fucking cool.
It's pretty crazy.
And each one
They have
seems
their
to
own
be
themed like logos and everything.
Yeah,
and each one seems to be doing their own dance style.
yeah. Like I've noticed, Momoka was doing more the hip hop kind of
Mhm.
dance style. Everyone else like maybe it's just the focus because they're probably doing like the same like choreography in the end, but like Rennie's theme is that she's into like um moving seafood. So like that's why they have the
That's her
styrofoam.
crates are,
Yeah, it's
styrofoam.
styrofoam for like frozen fish, whatever. And at one point, the background dancers like they're pretending like they're holding fish and they're shaking because they're trying to hold the fish. Like it's like
pretty great.
none of the other dancers are gonna do that. So like they definitely have like theme specific dancing, and it's like super cool, super neat. And Shiori's trucking company is the Kuroneko Yamato, which is like the UPS of Japan essentially. It's like the biggest like parcel service in Japan, outside of like the government ones. So like it's a direct reference to that. So it's neat. It's got references and it's got style. It's got attitude. It's sort of what I want from every PV ever.
Yeah, I don't know. This sort of reminds me of the kind of fun you see in like Roto Sanka.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Like very like set driven and lighting driven, and yeah, just like a lot of like personality dancing. It has a very like musical theater type vibe to it, like Roto Sanka had.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing like the same outfits though from. Aren't they wearing the same outfits from Golden History?
Yeah,
at
they
the
were
end?
wearing this in Golden History. Yeah, after they
Yeah,
changed.
from the second half.
They must
Although
be
like
put
it
the
still
outfits
fits
for this.
here.
No, it makes more sense here. Like
It makes
those
more
jackets
sense
are
here.
what like truckers like are stereotypically wearing.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, it's like
So it
it's
made
always
less
got-
sense in Golden History.
Yeah, it
made
makes more sense here. Like to me, it makes visual sense here.
yeah. It does seem to fit better here.
Like the way they did the color scheme, they modified all the background dancers to fit the
Yeah.
theme of the trucking companies. Like Ayaka's like background dancers are wearing like stylish, cute outfits.
Yeah,
and
they're
shit.
all like beautiful girls or whatever. That's the theme.
Yeah, and then like all Momoka's people are like cool and like t-shirt and shorts type looking people.
Yeah.
It's neat. And then like Shiori's got like jumpsuit people. Rennie's got the people who are wearing the headbands because that's like stereotypical for fish market dudes.
And
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
waiters.
The waiters, yep. Like it's great. I love everything happening visually is just awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
I just
Yeah,
wish there was more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to see.
Well, there should be more because the song
Yeah.
came out 3 days ago. It's got to be somewhere out there. But I have to go buy this single because I like Golden History and Decoration is a song. Let's move into the song. It's sort of funky. Really haven't heard Momoko do songs like this, like recently.
Yeah. The instrumentals are insane in this song. It is like, I described it when I first heard it. I was like, this is like the craziest like Dreamcast GameCube menu screen music I've ever heard. Is how like it's what I thought of weirdly when I just hearing like this particular set of like synth and like weird like keyboard sounds and like the beat and everything and the horns, like it just reminds me of like Dreamcast era video game music. And I was like, holy shit, it's crazy. I don't think anyone else felt that way.
No, because it's way better sounding than Dreamcast music was. It's not like
No, but it has the vibe.
12-bit.
It's got, I feel like it encapsulates. It's like the rose tinted glasses thing. Like this is what I think music sounded like in awesome Nintendo games back then.
this is what you heard if it wasn't 8-bit.
Well, I mean, this is like well later. I'm not talking like Super NES or anything. I'm talking about like the crazy Japanese, like, I don't know, some kind of Japanese game from like the GameCube, Dreamcast,
Bullet Hell
maybe
games
even
or something?
N64.
Well, I know the
Oh.
Bullet Hell games have some crazy
Yeah, well, like I feel like
soundtracks.
Bullet Hell games have like really aggressive sounding, like crazy music. Whereas this is like I don't know, it's like one of those like super. It's not you know, like it's got like that Sonic Adventure vibe where it's like very like tropical and blue skies and open ocean and all that stuff. I think Yoshi dropped out of the call also. I don't see him anywhere.
Oh.
That's troubling. Our host has disappeared.
Oh, his power went out, or his computer crashed.
Oh, okay.
So.
Oh, we're still live though.
Yeah, we're still live on
Okay.
YouTube.
So now we gotta fill time.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, I
So
would definitely say this is almost what it. Well, no, this isn't what I would hope for from TGS, but
I wouldn't expect this at all from TGS.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, that was awesome.
Was it awesome?
It was awesome.
Was
I
it
thought
awesome,
my power
Jimmy?
went out, but it was not my power. It was literally my PC crashing. I have no idea how or why. Alright, I'm gonna get the...
There's gotta be a rip of this full PV somewhere.
Huh?
Since it's
oh,
out
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
on Daily Motion or
Yeah.
something.
Or the new idle tracker. I'm gonna check that right afterwards, actually. Let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna have to
It's a
cut
very,
all this out.
this is a very dickish Avexy move for them to only put this like 2-minute PV preview thing in here.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna start streaming again.
I don't see it on the tracker. There's only one problem. They're not on AVEX.
I know. So what's going on here?
They've been doing this since they went to Evil Line Records. They'll release like one full PB and then the second one they'll do a
Yeah.
short
Well, I know
version.
for the 2 album music videos, they only put out the 2 shortened ones, right?
I think so, yeah.
I
I'm
feel
not
like
sure.
before that, they've been putting out full music videos.
Yeah, before that, yeah. But they went to Evil Line with the last two albums.
When did they switch to Evil Line?
I think it was with the last albums.
I thought it was a while ago.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. If I can find
Because
out.
like the full Kiss music video collaboration is there.
Yeah, and I think that was Evil Line.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
I
that
think
wasn't
we are
shortened.
streaming. We're back on the stream.
But
Oh god, it's not. God, fuck.
they didn't do the B-side PV to yeah, Yukio.
What was the B side?
I'm not sure.
What was the B side?
According to this, Moon Pride was also an Evil Line,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure.
I mean,
that's-
like the Xeno Chikai PV, the full PV is also up there.
Oh, that's right. They didn't have a B-side for Ukio because it was Rock and Roll All Night.
Oh right, shit, they didn't
Oh,
make a
God.
PV for that.
Alright, I can't
That's a song I
connect to
was scared.
Twitch, so we're just gonna have to finish the show.
Oh, okay.
It's not fucking letting me. Like Twitch Twitch has been having problems all day, so I think we are affected.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Well, I linked to the YouTube stream, so
Yeah.
yeah. It
Oh,
looks
in
like
Twitch chat.
yeah.
Okay, we're still
Looks like-
still recording this, so
Yeah. So it looks like Naitemo Indayo was when they switched to Evil Line from Star
Oh, okay.
Child.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like this is the first single B-side. Well, it's a B-side too, though. I don't know. I mean, they put out the full music video for Golden History. Then they made this one the short version, and they're probably not going to release the full version on their channel.
Probably not. No.
Not, yeah. I can't imagine they would.
alright, you guys ready to finish it up?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, So we left off talking about the song where I left off, literally. So I think I haven't heard Momoko do something like this in a while, where it's like the straight up funky song. I can't remember the last time, at least. Not sure if you guys could.
I'd have to say probably like
Name
Battle
something.
and Romance.
Yeah.
Yeah, in a very like this style of song, definitely. I think it's been a long time coming.
Yeah.
And this song is a little more, I guess they've been toned down recently, ever since like they've hit it big, you know. They've toned
Since like they've been doing like so many tie-ins,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like they lost some of the flavor.
yeah, for sure. And but I think this is okay. This is totally fine. I think it has enough personality, and I think the PV definitely helps it.
I feel like this song will probably hold its own
Yeah, no,
against,
for
like,
sure.
previous Momoko songs.
Okay, so this year, my favorite Momoclo thing has been Momoiro
Yeah.
Vacation. Just
Yeah.
song and PV, like my favorite thing. I think this is close to it, but not better than Momoiro Vacation.
Yeah, Mahou Vacation is just like
Another
how do you
monster.
beat perfection? Kind
Yeah,
of thing.
it's literally perfect for me.
Mahou Vacation. What a song!
Yeah. What a
I'm not
song
sure.
and PV.
I'm not sure I've actually seen the PV for that.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good. I love that PV. But like this PV doesn't have as much like I don't know, this PV's a little more grounded. It's more real.
Yeah.
'Cause Momoiro Vacation's like, you know, it's a
This
song
PV
about
is very throwback also to like
yeah, I think you said
just
Roto
everything
Sanka,
taking
right?
place on a stage. Yeah,
Yeah, this
Yeah.
feels like Roto Sanka.
like Roto Sanka, Mirai
totally.
Bowl, like that kind of like
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
all shot on a sound stage. All the like they're not really hiding the fact that it's all on a stage. On a set that they built.
Yeah.
I think it's very like kind of like self-aware and fun in that
Yeah.
way. Yeah, and like they decked out all these like trucks,
Yep.
just even like the prop design, like it's pretty fucking awesome.
I wouldn't even bet that some of those aren't actual
No.
trucks.
I think they might be the actual
like-
like
Tricked them out like crazy.
that's what they do over there. They
Yeah.
trick them out. Yeah, they do that shit. So.
Yeah, I've seen some videos of them where they're really, really tricked out. Like,
Yeah.
one of
You
them
look
was
at-
like a complete freaking stage with that they could have just pulled up anywhere and
Yeah, I mean like
Boom.
Kaneko's truck just opens into like a stage,
yeah,
literally.
Yeah.
it's fucking
Um,
awesome.
Momoka's is just like crazy LED,
Flashing,
yeah, techno.
totally illegal to drive on the road. Probably.
Yeah, it's gonna
probably.
just causing seizures everywhere it goes.
Well, yeah, Momoka's even got like a mini stage on the front of the truck.
It's insane. Like it's awesome. Like visually, just super cool.
Yeah, and like even if all the members are wearing like the same style of clothes, like they all have their own unique kind of like traits. I think, they all
Well, I
have like
mean-
that Yankee like hair stylings and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, and I mean, Momoclo's had several years now to develop their personality in each member, so it really shows off in this.
yeah, for sure.
So yeah,
Alright,
it's a great
anything
2.5
else?
minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Greatest.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and grade this.
go for it.
Song, just like I haven't listened to the song a whole lot, especially not. I don't think I've heard this entire song. Probably, I'm pretty sure I haven't. I've only heard this first 2.5 minutes of this song, so I have to give it a starting point somewhere, and I guess I'll start it at an 86, and then we'll see where it goes from there. What if the second half of the song is horrible, you guys? I don't know.
It could be
Yeah, what if I just falls
Yeah.
off?
the last 2 minutes of the song. I'm sure is a complete disaster.
They're not showing it for a reason,
right.
obviously.
They had something to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Um,
stripper poles that come in later.
Oh no.
Gross.
Yeah, Yeah, and the music video, straight up, like I really, really like this music video, and I can't imagine how it gets worse unless the screen is just black for the next 2 minutes. So yeah, I think for the music video, like I feel like music video informs the music so well too, though. Like, just it's when I listen to the song, it's probably going to recall like images and scenes from the music video because I think it fits so well. Um, yeah, for that, I guess I'll score my initial impressions of the PV at a 88.
Wow. I'll give the song an 83. I would give it a little room to grow. The PV, I would go with. Oh, I'll give the PV an 86. I like the back dancers and the theming of it.
Yeah.
Like, this might be my favorite Momoclo PV. It might.
It's
man.
awesome. It's really good.
Like Roto-sanka, great. Roto-sanka is like probably my that is like the music video. That is the Momoclo music.
What
video.
about Chimax? How do we feel about Chimax? I think Chimax is my number one until maybe Moto Vacation came and maybe replaced it. But
I feel like
I still have Chimax.
I mean, song-wise, Chimax is just like OP.
I think Chimax is my number one Momoclo song, I think.
I think I'd rate Roto-sanka above Chimax.
As a
God,
PV.
it's so hard. I would have to think on it.
Well,
But yeah, the
song-wise.
PV is in PV in particular. I think Roto-sanka is a stronger PV.
It's got more variety to it.
Yeah.
I agree. But I don't know. I just fucking love it. This PV is gonna be up there. It's fucking awesome. I'm gonna give this PV a 92. Who knows what the hell happens in the last 2 minutes? I'm sure it's more the same. I imagine.
Yeah.
But whatever I saw in 2.5 minutes is fucking incredible. 92. The song, I like the energy, but I don't think it's all that amazingly catchy. I think it is catchy, but it's not like easy, like grab me by the neck and like make me listen to it. It's not like that. But I think it's still really good. I think it's like an 82. But yeah, I think the PV sells it for me. I'm gonna watch this PV a lot, for sure. So yeah, that's Momoiro Clover Z Decoration. Last up, our favorite Japanese idol group, because you know Japan is in their name. Baby Raids Japan. It's my favorite group with Japan in their name. I don't know about you guys.
I actually can't think of a single group with Japan in their name.
I think they're the only one. So this is Baby Raids Japan, Cinderella Jairarenai. This is Baby Raids as hell Baby Raids song.
Yeah.
It's really fast, like punk rockish. The guitar's chugging along, very, very strong, powerful chugs.
Like, to me, this song sounds like the Baby Raid song. Like, at least to me, because like when I heard this song, I was like, I know this song. Like I've heard this somewhere.
Yeah.
And I couldn't figure it out. I thought Baby Raid's already put this song out.
They probably did a song that sounds exactly like this out. Yeah.
Maybe.
This song
Like-
is totally Baby Raids.
Like I heard this song and I was like, this is like the Baby Raid song.
Yeah.
This is the
It is
song
the
that is everything
Baby
Baby
Raids.
Raids. Like, you hear this song, you're like, yeah, that is unmistakably 100% Baby Raids. This song.
Yeah,
is
but
Baby
I don't
Raids
think
as
Baby
fuck.
Raids have ever had like a slow, like chugging breakdown, like in the middle of the song. I love that. I love that. Part.
Yeah, I like that part of it, this song as well. I mean, I'm not super familiar with Baby Raids like song or like sound. I know it is like very rockish, but
Yeah.
I only can really recall like maybe 2 songs from Baby Raids.
Oh come on.
Like less than 5. But whenever
Yeah.
I listen to them, like I do enjoy their songs. But yeah, like I never became a super fan that Kyle wanted me to be of Baby Raids.
You disappoint.
I know, I'm such a disappointment. But I could never do it. He sent me so many videos, and I enjoyed them all. But I'm like, fuck, I don't know. Like, one day, like, you know, every other day I'll wake up and be like, what songs did Baby Raids put out again? Like, I don't know.
Baby Raids.
Yeah.
Is
Baby
it faintly
Revolution.
rockish and punky?
Yes.
Um,
Jump.
Baby Raids was their first PV, wasn't it? Or their first single?
Yes, Baby
Yeah, it was
Raids was their
self-titled.
self-titled debut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
Tora
that
Tora
PV.
Tiger.
Oh, yeah.
Buchake Hachake Rock and Roll.
yes, that is one of the songs I recall. I'm like, that song's great.
Was it Renai Panic? Hatsukoi Panic?
Hatsukoi
With the slow
Panic,
motion?
Yes, Hatsukoi
You know,
Panic
remember
as
that
well.
PV? That
I
PV was
remember
incredible. That slow
Yeah,
motion
it's a
PV.
great PV. Great song too.
Then they turn into Baby Raids Japan, and I don't like anything they've done recently. Like
then
Echo Sunrise and whatever the last two singles, I don't
See,
like.
maybe
any of
those
them.
songs I don't remember because
They're really not good. It was really more dramatic, very toned down, a little. They lost their attitude. Their whole thing was, we're Baby Raids. We're here to fuck shit up in the idol industry. Like that's what literally the slogan, the mission statement on their site said. We're here to fuck shit up in the idol industry. Like it's sort of like BIS in a way,
yeah,
but you know a little more, you know, calmed down.
yeah,
So they lost that attitude at one point. They were like all sentimental and shit. But this, we're back. We got some balls. We got some fucking grapefruits in there. Big ol' grapefruits.
Mhm.
And that's what I do enjoy about this song. And I think it's super catchy too.
yeah. This song has so much attitude, and it's kind of like folk rocky, anthemy. You know, it's got some heavy metal in it. Yeah, I like the vibe. I like the image they're portraying. I like the song. I think it sounds super Baby Raids, man.
I'm not so hot on the song. I don't like the long instrumental breaks in it.
I'm fine with it.
It's not that
like it.
long. It's not like a fucking... Okay, let's use your group as an example. Stereo Tokyo musical breakdown long. It's not 45 seconds.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, it's not that long.
Because I'm not sure that one in the middle is not longer than that.
That's probably
like-
the bridge. The bridge happens in every song where it's instrumentals.
Let's see. I mean, it takes almost 30 seconds for any vocals to come out
That's a bridge.
from the start of the song.
Oh, the start of the song? Well,
Yeah, from the start of
that
the song.
happens in a lot of songs.
Yeah, but like I imagine if I was in a crowded concert hall and I heard this song come on, I would lose my shit, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Like,
punch
fuck
people.
yeah,
I'm
I'm ready.
gonna
Yeah.
fuck people up.
Look out for my elbows.
I'm gonna fight a dude who's way bigger than me and get my ass kicked. That's the kind of song this is.
I'm gonna lose a tooth and with my shoes.
Yeah. So this PV though, they look like.
A lot of motion graphics going on,
Yeah, and then
and
they
like
they sort
projector
of
stuff, right?
they
Like, are
project
they
like
projector?
lyrics on the screen,
Yeah.
which is neat. I think it's
a lot of
cool.
like graphics overlaying on top of them.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah, like it's been done before, but not as cleanly and not as interestingly as this one.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I think
You know,
the
it
random
does have some of that like washed out look. You know, it looks like a projector screen stuff. Like
right,
the blacks and whites don't have like as much contrast as if
Right.
it
but that's
was
gonna
like
happen.
actual graphics on a screen. Yeah.
But what I thought was a little weird was like the still shots.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go with the still shots, still shot
Yeah,
pictures
the-
again.
the
Those
moving
kind of
still
like
shots.
feel out of place a little bit, but
Mhm.
not that bad. But it's cool because
Yeah.
it's sort of part of the
Like,
projector.
Yeah, and like
so
there's
it's neat the way it's used.
I think the content of the still shots kind of matter as well. Like it's of them like live singing,
Yeah.
you know, and they look like rock stars, so it kind of
Mm.
fits a little better. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like the TGS music video where it's like weird promo shot from somewhere. Like,
Duck face.
them standing in a group at the sunset, staring at camera. Like,
Yeah.
here it's like, it's very rock and roll, which fits, I think.
I would say it's a little better than the TGS one, but not much.
Hmm.
No,
I'm
I
not
think it's
hot
way
on this
better.
PB.
This is way better. I can see the member's face.
This is true.
I feel like there's like emotion there.
There's attitude here. They can't be Cinderellas. They don't want to be Cinderellas. That's fucking crazy. Someone said you could be Cinderella and have like everything handed to you, you would take it.
Yeah,
They don't
fuck
want
your
it,
glass
man.
slippers.
It's fucking attitude. Fuck the establishment.
Yeah, baby.
Anarchy.
Raids.
Japan.
Baby's raid, man.
They're fucking mad. They're
I
here
don't
to
know.
pillage our countries and shit and revolt.
I was
Yeah.
kind of surprised because I thought the lead had dyed her hair or let it go back to its natural color, but it's still white here.
Yeah. That's her.
I kind of like the gradient of it. It goes from like platinum blonde to like it transitions into like her roots, but very
Yeah.
like smoothly. It's really weird. It's pretty pro, man.
It's new, man.
I thought I saw a thing with her pretty recently that she had darker hair again, but
Yeah, maybe she dyed it.
maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I was watching an old video and didn't notice.
I only recognize 3 members from this group. It's the
There's only 5 members.
yeah, but it's for me. It's like the 3 members I recognize, and then the other 2. It's like the Lady Baby thing. It's like
Okay,
the
so
2,
let me guess. It's
2 weirdos and the wallflower.
no, but
Until
you
she got her own music video, and I was
okay,
like,
you
"Holy
could
shit."
tell. You could tell by the members because of course center blonde.
Yeah. Like
Manatsu.
there's a center blonde who's blonde.
Okay,
So she's a blonde one.
Rikako is always twin tails. There's no one else in the group that's twin
Okay.
tails. She's
I don't know,
always
she's-
always twin tails.
I see her in this music video. I'm like, no, that's a member.
Rikako,
Um,
recognize. And then now, short hair but black.
yeah, there's the boyish one, right?
Yeah,
With
she's always had short hair. Always had short
Yeah,
hair.
yeah, she's always easy to recognize.
And
And
then,
then there's that weird as fuck one.
the
No.
awkward girl.
Yeah.
Like she sucks at everything.
Yeah,
Like everything.
she
Yeah,
sucks
that's
at
Rio.
emoting. She's
Yes.
like an alien trying
terrible.
to.
She's terrible. Like
she's trying to
but
pretend to be
perfect.
human. She's trying
Yes.
to pass as human. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Rio, that's Rio. And then the girl with the long hair, shoulder length hair, that's Erika.
Okay.
Denchan.
Who's the one with the maid
Yeah.
outfit?
The maid outfit, that's Rio. The awkward alien.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes, that's Rio.
She's the one that looks not Japanese, kind of.
Yeah, she looks happy for sure. But apparently, she is.
Isn't the
full
blonde one like the
Japanese.
actual Happy or something?
I'm not sure. But yeah, Rio's the one that's like flicking people off in like 2 shots and shit.
Mm.
She's kind of she's kind of a badass.
Yeah. So like, I feel like. Yeah. Well, I mean, being blonde is not a personality, but she's also the center. So I don't know. Like, I feel like those 3. I'm like, yeah, I know who they are, and then I was like, oh, you're like the other members, the other 2.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just I don't know the group well enough. I just need to do more research or like see videos or whatever. But
Yeah.
that's how it's been. Every time I watch a new Baby Ray's thing, it's like, yeah, it's the blonde one, the boyish one, and the weird one, and then like 2 backfiller over there.
Kyle is in chat. He says the most disappointing part of the preview that it doesn't have any of the choreo, which is the best part, which is really good.
See, I think
apparently.
that might be why I've heard the song before, is because he linked me to a live version of the song or something like that.
Is this recently?
I feel like it must have been recent. I don't know.
Well,
He would
'cause this is
say.
a new single, so
This is a single or an album?
I'm so certain I've heard this song before.
this is part of an album, I guess. Yeah,
Hmm.
off their second album. Anything else?
No, I think we can go ahead, cap it.
Cap it.
Song, I really like the song. It's very anthemic. It's got metal. It's got tude. And yeah, it's just very good energy all the way through. It's not really a dull moment in the song for me. So I'll give the song like high 70, low 80 range. 79, 81, around that range to start. Music video, I think they do a lot with very little. It's like all the work actually comes in like motion graphics form. Like the actual filming of it is basically just putting members in front of a white wall and having them perform. Just like singing out the lines or whatever. And as Kyle mentioned, there's like no choreography.
But I didn't even notice that. That's really
that's
well
another
done.
thing, though. Like I feel like there's really good energy as a result of what they did. Even like the stills that they integrated and stuff. I think
Because most of the time, I would notice if they weren't performing at all. But like they made the visuals like
there's a
interesting
lot of
enough.
like movement in it as it is. I think that's why.
Exactly. Yeah.
And like it like matches with the music and with the beat and everything, and I think it's done really well. So yeah, it does a pretty good job as a music video, I think. So music video I'll give like high 70, like a 77, 78.
I think I'll give the song a 75. It doesn't catch me. The PV, I would give like a 65. I'm not all that impressed with it, but it's better than TGS. So,
Man, come on, son.
huh? Sorry.
Come on, man. I will be around Day in terms of score. I'm really positive about everything here. The PV, I'll give an 80. Not sure how much more I can watch of the PV. It's really nicely done. And it's interesting the first couple times, but not sure about the replay value just visually. So, but it's really well done. And like we said before, the fact that we don't see like any choreography I couldn't tell at all tells me that like they just did a really good job in like making the PV really like move and interest me. So I think that's a really positive point. Song, really good. I love it. Super catchy. I'm giving it an 88. So that's Baby Raids Japan, Cinderella Jaidarenai. And that is the show, guys. But before we end the show, we have to pick the MVPV of the night, which is the most valuable promotion video. So
We all obviously know
I think
what
we
it
all
Tokyo Girl style.
Tokyo Girl style.
Shinkai.
Shinkai is the MVPV of the
Those
night.
shoes, so good.
The shoes from Tokyo Girl Style Shinkai are the MVP of the night.
Shoes of the year.
Shoes of the year, maybe even the
Most
decade.
valuable shoes. Yeah.
I would say the best of the 2010s.
Yeah. For real.
Incredible shoes. Okay, so
Tokyo
let's
Girl
just-
style is out. 'Cause
Tokyo Girl Style's out.
It's not even a PV.
Yeah, TGS and I think Syachihoko.
Yeah,
both.
Syachihoko.
Shachihoko's out. Amina, I'd like to keep just for argument's
Yeah,
sake.
I mean, great creativity in there. Great song.
The Golden History.
I think we talked about its
Problems.
problems. Yeah, whereas
Yeah.
the other ones don't have nearly as many.
Okay. Decoration. I think we all were pretty high on.
Decoration, the 2.5 minutes. Not
Yeah.
even 2.5 minutes.
Yeah.
that we saw.
And
It's
Baby
fucking
Raid Cinderella, I think Day and I were high on. Draco, you weren't. So,
No.
consensus-wise, it looks like Amina and Momoclo's Decoration are the top two.
God.
Yeah,
It's hard.
I would go with both Momoclo and Amina for my top three.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll probably give Amina and Momoko top two, and Baby Raid's right behind it.
Then
But
who's number one?
who's
Though?
number one? Okay, so Day, since you've been grading first for us, what is your number one?
Oh my god.
So much pressure. We'll go around the room.
Hmm.
We'll go around the room.
All right, I think I'm gonna have to go with Momoclo. There's just so much like fun personality stuff in it, and just the novelty of like the setting and the stage, and the song mixing with it. I think there's just so much energy and like momentum in it that I really can't ignore it. Um, I really, really like the music video for Atlas, and especially all the storybook illustration looking stuff and the animation. I think is really great. But yeah, just for like the crazy momentum and movement and fun that the Moklo PV has for decoration, I think I have to give it to decoration.
Draco.
My number one would be Amina. I prefer the more visual, artistic style of Mina's PV over the Momoko PV. I mean, the Momoko PV is great, decoration's good, but I think conceptually and visually, I prefer the Amina PV. And honestly, I kind of think the songs holds up better to the PV.
I I'm gonna have to go with Momoclo. It's just I guess it speaks to my taste. It's more like what do I enjoy watching? Do I enjoy watching an art piece more or more of like a comedy musical theater? I prefer comedy musical theater viewing experiences rather than like an art piece. Amina is like a beautiful thing that should be in every museum and cherished as something sort of like a Mona Lisa where it's just like
It's a,
people
yeah, it's like a thing you point to and be like, "Look, this is art."
this is
Okay?
fucking art. Like this is fucking great. But I'm not gonna put a poster of the Mona Lisa on my wall. Okay, that's
I don't-
that's my stance on.
I'm gonna
stuff
put a
like
poster up of the dumb, goofy thing that I like. Yeah, I guess.
this. Van Gogh's The Scream.
I don't know.
I'm not putting that on my wall.
I guess for me, decoration's not dumb enough for me.
Yeah, I don't know. I found it to be goofy enough. That's why I prefer Decoration. I just thought it was a really fun experience just watching even just the 2.5 minutes of it.
I feel
Yeah.
like decoration just kind of like it wins by brute force
Yeah.
for me because I just think, yeah, it was. I was just. It just had the synergy
Yeah.
for me anyway.
Like the song is pretty good, but then like the visual aspects makes the song even better. Same with the song with the PV. TV even makes the song better too. It's just like a good synergy there. And
Yeah, I think they're
so-
both really ambitious and they both achieved like exactly what they wanted to, which is like the
And
best you can hope for in any
this is-
music video.
And this is sort of what I wanted from Momoclo for a while now, where it was something a little more grounded, something a little more realistic, no CG. Like this is exactly what I wanted, and I was actually pondering about that like a while ago, like even like a year ago. I was just like, everything they do is in like a studio and in front of a green screen. It's sort of boring. It doesn't have that much personality. So, yeah, I just prefer something like this over an art piece such as Amina, and I appreciate Amina. I think it's the most ambitious thing I've seen a smaller group ever like do in a long time.
Yeah.
Like super ambitious and really well done. I think the song's incredible, the visuals are incredible, but it just like doesn't speak to me personally because I'm not an intellectual, I'm not an artist. I'm just a guy that
So
likes
you're not a
dumb fun.
hippie.
I'm not a
This
hippie.
is a super hippie song.
No, I'm not.
I love
one of
it,
those.
though.
But it's great. It's incredible. I have nothing but praise for it. But taste wise, Momoclo's decoration speaks to me better. So Draco, I think we have to overrule you, man.
Yeah, no, that's alright.
But
I'm okay with that.
I think I've said enough positive things about Amina. I think it's super great. So I think it's something people should check out. I know
Yeah, for
people have
sure.
not heard of this group, but you should check this out. It's actually just awesome. Like it gave me emotions that I don't have because I'm a robot.
Yeah, I actually started looking at some of their other stuff when I saw them.
Yeah,
I
I'm
didn't
curious.
actually get through any of it, but well, I was tired and sick and just didn't get through it. But
Yeah.
I did start actually looking into them.
Yeah, I think it's a group that we have to start paying attention to now. If they, kind of go on like this and continue at this pace, they could be something to look out for sure. All right, so that's going to do it for the show. We'll see you guys next week.
Later.
Bye.